So you wonder why I am still in Turkey? What am I doing here? It's a winter. I work out, I write, I play guitar, walk, ride a bike, meet friends. That's about it. There is nothing suspicious about it. My Turkey, in a sense of what I'm surrounded by, may be very different from what you imagine it would look like. I'm that leaf that is not afraid of the wind, because the wind is the part of the journey. Sometimes I stand contemplating the wonders of foreign life with my daily cup of tea. Is this still a land of hospitality, or have I somehow entered up at the kitchen where the only thing being cooked is my patience? The land where the Sufi meets the hustle, where a street corner may stand on a 2,000-year-old ruins, and where even the winter air seems to whisper an ancient wisdom. I find myself lost in delightful confusion. Perhaps I'm here, perhaps not. Oh yes, since you are here, please subscribe, like, share and comment. I appreciate your generosity. If you wish to have a cup of coffee with me, you may find my Instagram account in the description section. There you will find my WhatsApp number. Turkey is not just a country of majestic mosques and sun-kissed shores, but also a land of contradictions, where the markets are full of fruits and vegetables, but the cost of life sometimes feel like a bill sent to you by mistake. It is winter now, and while the locals wrap themselves in a layer of scarves and coats, I find myself riding on a bike lane in a sweater. The cold bites my face, reminding me that I'm alive. I smile looking at the sun shining over waves. Suddenly I have to slow down and stop for pedestrians. They stand on the bike lane looking at me like, why are you riding here when we are standing? Sometimes they are foreigners. They're still here, though in much lesser numbers. I see them sipping overpriced coffee and wander around. Why are they still here? Who knows? Maybe they are seeking something profound, such as a divine sign, a feeling of belonging, an enlightenment, or maybe just a free Wi-Fi. It's always one of those. There are also some tourists. They argue over keychain like they're negotiating world peace. By the way, we do need more world peace these days. Seems like even the desert sand can't decide where to go next. I too am a foreigner, though I have a soul of Rumi and the irony of Inspector Clouseau. This duality creates a delightful lightness of being, life full of humor and moments of transcendence. One day I'm soaring on the mystic carpet of divine wisdom, and the next I'm negotiating with the street vendor over the price of pomegranates. Sometimes I see a humble street cat walk past me with the air of total indifference. And I realize that perhaps life is not about seeking perfection, but about laughing at silly effort to achieve something permanent that will vanish shortly, like my phone registration from the government database. For in the end, does it really matter if the price of a cement is 10 lira or 50? As Rumi might say, the wound is the place where the light enters you. And there are plenty of those lights these days, such as small wounds of the rising costs, tense faces at the shopping mall, a winter gray sky. The light enters through mysterious places. And don't forget the $5 that I spent on a cup of hot chocolate. That frankly tastes like big regret. Am I still in Turkey? Perhaps, perhaps not. No matter where you go, you always take yourself with you. And in that sense, Turkey is both everywhere and nowhere. And what am I doing in Turkey? It's like asking whether the dervishes are spinning clockwise or counterclockwise, or like asking where does the fish swim. The fish swims endlessly, knowing the current is both its home and its challenge. The only place it wishes to avoid is a frying pan. Yes, I persist living in Turkey. I love, and I remind myself to deal with the situations without bitterness. Perhaps that's all I can do in this land of contradictions. I religiously exercise my patience. I could dwell in disappointment, but what would that accomplish? It's not if I will find a way to solve an inflation issue while waiting for my pomegranate juice to be squeezed. It's a long, slow process, much like understanding how I ended up staying here. You know, now I think that's the only real currency in the world is the irony. It flows freely, more free than Bosphorus. After all, you're not truly alive until you are as lonely as the last piece of pizza at the party. Everyone stares at you, but no one is brave enough to take it. Yet here I am, still standing, buying overpriced chestnuts from an old man who tells me they are the best in all Turkey. If there is anything I've learned in this land of bargains, the truth is as elusive as a perfectly ripe fig, and just as sweet when found one. The foreigners are here, yes, but they're everywhere, like new software updates, constantly interrupting traditional life at the most inconvenient moments. But once in a while you bump into a soulmate, and you have a delightful conversation. Some of them are like me, wanderers in search of home, but most, I suspect, they come to Turkey like they come everywhere else for different reasons altogether. To conquer Instagram and YouTube. Yes, they're here snapping pictures at the cafe corner, taking videos over waves. They complain that croissants in Antalya, Turkey are not as perfect as in Europe. It's Turkey, baby. Perfection is overrated. Istanbul is not Constantinople. It's though they are traveling halfway around the world to tell their friends, look, I'm in Turkey and my life is better than yours, with a few exceptions. But of course, this is a delightful delusion. For the true essence of Turkey isn't captured in a selfie with the mountains or the sea on the background. It's in the moment. It's in the moment when you realize that the world you left has been spinning without you just fine. The true essence lies in the confusion, the ever-evolving chaos of life, and that makes even the most mundane moments seem as profound as the turning of the earth itself. You know what's the best part of Turkey is? Not the sights, not the sounds, but the endless mysteries that make you wonder if you truly understood anything at all, or if you just been staring at the potato for 20 minutes. And let's not forget the price of everything. Yes, prices. Simit, chai, slice of pide. All these things today come at the price higher than my understanding of Turkish. I'd love to say I'm getting used to it, but then I remember that I still get sticker shock when I order Americano. But is that not the nature of life? The higher the cost, the sweeter the reward, or perhaps in this case, the sweeter the joy of convincing yourself that an impulse buy is actually an investment in your future. But even with the prices climbing higher, they cannot top the wisdom of Rumi. There is something unbelievably magical about this land. No amount of rising cost can take away the soul of Turkey, the rhythm that pulses through its streets like a heartbeat. Drink tea slowly and reverently, as if it is the axis upon which the world spins. But not too slow, or it will get cold. If you understood that, you already conquered the world, your world. So why am I still in Turkey? Perhaps I'm simply here because I know it will change, like a price at the gas station. In Turkey, my chances of predicting what will happen next are less than my chances of finding a parking spot in the center of Antalya. But at the end of the day, whether I'm in Turkey or somewhere else, it's unpredictability of life that makes it worth living. Life is a mystery. In Turkey, I'm still trying to see the difference between I will be there in 5 minutes and I will be there in an hour. He may come anytime or never. Just watch the dervishes spin. To spin is to lose yourself in divine rhythm. Planets spin, dervish spins, kebab spins. That means it's either cosmic synchronicity or someone is about to get a drop of ketchup on his shirt. Either way, let's have a good time. It's going to be messy and out of control, but it will be a delicious ride. Just keep napkin handy. As Rumi says, the jewel's true story lies not in its shine, but in its story. And if you feel dizzy, it's probably because you are spinning too fast. Or the universe is telling you it's time for lunch. Nothing beats kuzu tandoor, slow-cooked lamb. Except maybe the same dish with extra spicy sauce, which I bring in my pocket, because in Antalya it's not served like that. That is why I'm still in Turkey, awaiting to face my near future cosmic destiny, served with the side of Mediterranean salad.